Hello there, beauties. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Naturally Liz, and on this channel I talk about all things beautiful, especially fragrances. Whether you guys are new or you're returning, thank you so much for stopping by. I truly do appreciate you. In today's video, I thought it would be a little fun to do something different. I'm going to be talking about things that scare me about being a fragrance collector / content creator, and I have some fragrances that scare me as well. So if you guys are interested in hearing what I have, or you just want to hang out with moi, then keep on watching. Before we get into the video, guys, I always start off with something positive or an affirmation. And today I just want to tell you, don't let fear keep you from doing something. Do it in spite of the fear. Now on to in today's video, guys, I am going to be telling you some things that scares me as a content creator, a fragrance collector, and I have some fragrances that scare me as well. So first, being a content creator can be really scary for different reasons. And one of the things that scared me at first was putting my content out there and no one was watching my videos. I was like, wow, I'm working really hard on these videos. What is wrong? Why is no one watching my content? Then it became, oh my gosh, people are watching my content. They're tuning in. How does my voice sound? Do I sound okay? Is my makeup okay? Now I have to keep showing up and making sure I'm putting out good content for you guys, and it doesn't seem like I'm taking other people's content. You know what I mean? Trying to be creative and putting out good stuff for everyone every single week. That is scary in a different way. So I'm like, girl, get it together. You can't do this thing scared. Or if I'm scared, like I said in the beginning, do it in spite of the fear and just start enjoying what you do. And whoever shows up is going to show up, and just be thankful for the people that actually show up, which I actually am thankful. But that was scary to me. Now, before I get into the next thing, let's talk about a fragrance that scares me, okay? One of the fragrances that I find scary is Tom Ford Noir Perfume. I love this fragrance. It is so good, and I'm going to be talking about it soon. It's a sweet, spicy, yummy fragrance. And the thing that scares me about this fragrance is that it's discontinued. So I don't wear it a lot because I'm afraid if I run out, I won't be able to purchase it anymore. I had to move mountains just to find this one right here. So I don't want to run out, and I can't find it anymore on the gray market. Is that scary to you guys? Having discontinued fragrances in your collection and you don't want to wear them because you don't want to run out and not be able to purchase it again? Comment down below and let me tell you if that scares you. Oh, this smells so good. Ooh, one more time. Now, the next thing that scares me, you guys, about being a content creator, it kind of goes with what I said before. Now that my channel is growing and people are watching me, people can be really special. I've had some special comments already, and my channel is not that big. Let me tell you guys what happened. So I watch Country Wayne here on YouTube. I don't know if any of you guys do. Thumbs up in the comments if you watch Country Wayne. Like, I watch him faithfully. And one day I posted a video on my own channel, and someone commented, you need to stop watching Country Wayne and worry more about paying attention to your husband or your marriage. It was something like that. I was like, what? How do you know I watch Country Wayne? How do you know what's going on in my life? It was really creepy to me that someone took the time to know that I watch Country Wayne and then is asking me about my marriage or lack thereof. So it was like, who are you? I had no clue who this person was because of the username. There was no picture. It was weird, but I just kind of shook it off. A few weeks or maybe a month later, something like that, or a couple of months later, it happened again. Same type of comment from a different user. So now I got a little nervous because I'm wondering, who is this coming for me watching me. I felt like I was being watched. So that was kind of scary. And it's one of the risks that you take when you're being a content creator and you're putting yourself out there. People start watching you, literally following you. If you really think about what followers mean, it means that people are following you. They're watching what you do. They're watching what you post. They're forming opinions about you and your personal life, even though they don't know you. So I'm like, okay, who is this? Is this the same person? Is it a different person? I have a few theories. So does my close family and friends. But it's like, man, get a life. Get yourself together. Stop watching me. Somebody made a comment about on one of my videos, and it's like, people think that they know you, and they kind of do because you're putting out content, but they really don't know you. So you just kind of feel vulnerable out here when you're posting content, and I think that that's kind of creepy. What do you guys? The next fragrance that scares me, you guys, is Yara by Lataffa. This fragrance scares me because every single time I smell it, I want to wear it and I don't want to stop wearing it. If I smell it on my clothes, I literally want to sniff it. Just smelling it right now, oh my God. This fragrance is so addictive to me. I feel like I could just wear it all of the time. I had to force myself to stop wearing it. Like, girl, give it a rest. You got some other stuff. Calm down. But sometimes that's scary when you smell something and you're like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Just, yeah, let this be part of, you know what? See you guys? Don't judge me. This smells so good. Oh, okay, that's scary because I am really crazy about this fragrance. Thank goodness it's very affordable. So if I run out, I could just buy another one. Now, the next thing that's scary about fragrance collecting, content creation, when it comes to perfume, is enough ever really enough, guys? Like, seriously, I want to smell everything. Give me the designer, give me the Middle Eastern, give me the niche, the dupes. I want to smell it all. Let me compare. Does this smell the same as the original? Oh my gosh, there's a new vanilla out. I need to know what it smells like. Is enough ever really enough? I don't know. I ask myself that question all the time because I want to smell new fragrances and I just purchased something else. So it's like, girl, do you really need all of this? No, but I want to try it. I want to experience it. That's one of the things I love about being a fragrance collector, is even though I'm asking myself, is enough ever enough? There are so many wonderful fragrances out there to try. There are so many different things to experience. Yes, a lot of these fragrances smell like another fragrance. We all know that's true. However, some fragrances, even though they smell like something else, there's something a little different about it. It's like, oh, okay, this has this, or this has that. Or with the Middle Eastern fragrances, like this one I'm wearing right now, this Yara, y'all, it smells so much better. I haven't worn it in a couple of months. I done started something. I done lit a fire. The Yara is back. This smells so much better. It almost has this cleanness to it that I'm smelling. A very musky, clean smelling vibe. Oh my gosh, girl, get it together. But yes, that's another thing. With Middle Eastern fragrances, you get to experience the transition from being, it's just okay, to once it macerates, it's like, oh my gosh, that is so amazing. And that's true with a lot of fragrances, not just Middle Eastern fragrances, but I find it to be especially true with Middle Eastern fragrances. So that is one of the things that scares me. Is enough ever enough when it comes to fragrance collection? Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about that? The next thing that scares me about loving fragrances, content creation, being a fragrance collector, you know, guys, we like to overspray, right? We just want the world to smell us. We want to smell amazing. However, you can overspray. You can do too much and get the opposite effect of what you were trying to get. So you're not giving what you wanted to give. For instance, I had just taken my shower for the night. I had lotioned myself up, put on my Bum Dia body cream, smelling all good, sprayed some Oriana on top, and I'm thinking, oh girl, you smell good, you smell delicious, it's soft. My partner was like, tell me the reason why you wear fragrances to bed again. I said, oh, well, you know, I like to smell good when I go to bed, and I like to test things out for my channel. I said, is something wrong? He said, well, it's kind of strong. I said, oh, I'm sorry. And he was on the other side of the room. This is the thing too, guys. We think fragrances don't project. They're not strong. Other people smell them in a different way because other people are not dousing themselves in perfume like we are. Everyone says Oriana is not a strong fragrance. Let me tell you, that fragrance, it does something. It's not the loudest fragrance in the room, but people will definitely smell you. And he definitely smelled me. And I didn't think that he thought that it was like yum, yum, yummy because I had sprayed too much. So that is one of the things that scares me about fragrance collecting, content creation. Like, girl, you sprayed too much. The world gets it. You smell good. Calm down. Now, speaking of that, the next fragrance that scares me is Rosendo Mateu No. 5. This fragrance, you guys, is so good. I love it so much. It smells amazing. However, if you spray too much of this fragrance, you will run people out the room. It is very polarizing. So I try to make sure I don't overdo it, but I just want to smell it all day long. You know what I mean? A little bit of this goes a long way. So that's one of my fears, is spraying too much of a perfume and creating the opposite effect of what I wanted to create. Not everybody wants to fill up a room. Some people are sensitive to fragrances, so you want to be mindful. So you guys, another thing that scares me about collecting fragrances is really falling in love with a fragrance, and then one day you smell it and you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? Why did I ever like this fragrance? And that actually happened to me with Flora Botanica. I was so obsessed with that fragrance. I love that fragrance. And then when the winter came, I put it away. The summer came, I sprayed it, and I was like, ugh, what is this? It smelled terrible. And I didn't wear it that whole year. Fast forward this summer, I fell in love with it again, but I thought that was weird. But I do know our tastes change in fragrances. But once you bond with a fragrance, at least for me, I don't want to let it go. So that brings us to this next fragrance, which is Blanche Bete. I love this fragrance. I think it's amazing. But this fragrance scares me because one day I may smell it and say, what the heck was that? What happened to my beloved baby? This fragrance is like tried and true. She's a goat. I don't want to fall out of love with her. I want us to be together forever like Chucky, friends to the end. But that could happen. I'm getting older. I might go through menopause and say, get all the fragrances away from me. It could happen. I hope it doesn't happen, but anything is possible. The other thing that scares me about Blanche Bete is it's expensive and I don't want to run out. Because if I run out, I'm going to have to purchase another bottle. If I still love it, I don't want to be without it. So that's why Blanche Bete scares me. Now, the last thing that scares me about this whole fragrance experience, fragrance journey, is the attention that you get. But I don't mean the attention from putting yourself out there on social media. I mean, when you wear fragrances and you smell good, people are going to pay attention to you. I have another video coming up talking about that. It's more of a chatty video. But when you get attention drawn to you, it may not always be good attention. It could be kind of creepy. Case in point, I was at work one day. I wore Love Fest Burnt Cherry from Kayali and another fragrance I do not remember, but it was a combo. I was walking down the stairs at work to go outside. And this man literally stopped and he was like, oh my gosh, you smell so good. What are you wearing? And I was like, oh yeah, thank you. It's a combo. And I told him the names. He said, man, that smells good. And as I'm walking, he's following me. You really smell good. Oh my goodness. And now I'm like, sir, where are you going? Why are we going in the same direction? He just seemed, it was giving creepy energy. He just kept telling me, you smell so good. Move. Get out the way. Go the other way. He eventually went his own way, but it was just giving me creepy vibes. So that's just something to keep in mind. We may not always get the type of attention that we want when we're smelling good. It's going to attract everyone, the good and the bad. That brings me to the last fragrance that scares me. Lataffa's Khamara. When I wear this fragrance, I am consistently told I smell good. This is a long-lasting, sweet, ooey, gooey, yummy fragrance. And while I love to be told I smell good, delicious, all of that stuff, it can bring on unwanted attention. So I'm like, okay, girl, just be on your guard. Be on the lookout, because you might not always get what you're trying to get from smelling good. And I'm not a fighter. I need to learn, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the fun look that my daughter did for me. Tell me what you think about this video in the comments. Is there anything about being a fragrance collector, wearing fragrances the way that we do, or a content creator that scares you? Can you identify with any of these things that I'm talking about? I would love to know what you think. And until we meet again, guys, remember how blessed and highly favored you are. Stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.